A recent study reported at least a fifth of horses are now obese, and the problem doesn't stop there. It's also a serious issue for domestic animals like cats and dogs. The RSPCA has found that a quarter of cats and a third of dogs are overweight, and experts estimate that 3.5 million canines need to lose a few pounds. So what do vets think of the problem?
I think the root of a lot of obesity in pets is the fact that their owners want to indulge their pets. And that's part of the reward of owning a pet, is that you have something that is unerringly there, easy to reward, and makes you feel good about yourself if you can do that. So the line about killing them with kindness is apt in this instance. The other problem, of course, is that we feed our pets predominantly processed foods now. And a bit like with men and women, as we are better fed, the diseases that we get change. We start getting diabetes. And in pets, obesity and joint problems and diabetes, sugar diabetes, are all things that come as a consequence of being overfed. The processed foods aren't at fault per se. It's the amount of them that's fed by people to their pets. And in the urban environment, of course, some pets don't get enough exercise, so it's a combination of both things.
This is Roger. He's the owner of 2 dogs, but he struggles to keep the weight of 15-year-old Gromit under control.
We tend to overfeed him. We feed him a lot of bits and pieces, particularly cheese. He loves cheese. And of course, when he looks at you like that, he's very hard to resist.
The urge to reward good behaviour, or even spoil a pet, is not uncommon, and the treats available look fairly harmless. Unfortunately, there are over 100 calories in some of the smaller bones, which can easily amount to a quarter of their daily allowance. Many owners forget that the animals also need to burn these extra calories off somehow.
He would be a little bit slimmer if I were able to take him out for walks, but unfortunately I'm so busy I just don't have time. And so all he can do is just walk in the garden, and we've got a very small garden. So sadly that doesn't get rid of any of his fat either.
Even in densely populated areas like London, there's plenty of green spaces to walk your dog, like here in Barnard Park in Islington. I went to speak to Jo, an experienced dog owner who keeps her dog Lottie fit and healthy with plenty of long walks and exercise. And how often do you walk her?
She has a walk in the morning, a good 2 hours, quite a slow walk, and she has a walk in the afternoon or the evening, again about an hour and a half.
Gromit's owner is now one of the growing number of busy people who are hiring dog walkers to ensure their pets get the exercise they need. In London alone, there are over 500 organisations offering this kind of service. Unfortunately, it's not as simple with cats, as Mr. Barter explains.
It's actually quite difficult to get a cat to do exercise. If they want to sleep all day, they will sleep all day. So the solution lies with perhaps going back to the basic behaviour of cats, for instance, and that is that they would hunt 10 times a day and they'd get a very small meal. They'd have some activity involved with getting that meal, and the balance that happens with that activity is how they keep lean and fit. So little things like having feeding balls with small holes in them, and the dry food is slowly fed and the cat has to do something to get the food out of them. Hiding the food around the house, making the cat work and look for its food, rather than just having a very large bowl of food in one place that the cat just has to take a few steps to fill itself up and walk away.
Vets are always on hand to offer advice on exercise plans, and regular checkups are a vital part of any healthy animal's life. Additionally, they can provide you with healthy and nutritious pet foods, which contain an excellent balance of all the necessary proteins, vitamins and minerals. Too little exercise, excess fatty foods and too many snacks are all causes of pet obesity, just as they are in humans. Treats may seem like a good idea, but moderation is key. Otherwise, the UK are in danger of killing their pets with kindness.